It's so good to be here in South Carolina.
We can accomplish everything here at this university.
Here it is, the best opening in college football. Dynamite touchdown, South Carolina. I'm on the shades, man. And you can feel the energy in the stadium.
How we doing? Good. Welcome back.
Well, it's always tough to go on the road in the Southeastern Conference, and the Gamecocks did not help themselves today. Turnovers, coach, and inability to stop the run. It didn't take long for the Gators to take control of the ball game. They win it 38-6.
Yeah, just a bad start to the game and a bad start to the second half. Couldn't stop them early on and couldn't stay on the field offensively. As bad as it was in the first half, we went in there at halftime and felt like we were right where we were in the game, and that we needed to just keep hanging in there, find a way to get it to the fourth quarter and go win it. And then we go out in the second half and we turn the ball over 3 times in 4 plays. And when you can't run the ball, when you can't stop the run, and when you turn the ball over on the road against a good football team, what happened tonight's going to happen.
Yeah, all those turnovers, coach, in the first 3 drives look like effort plays, guys trying to get your ball club back in the backfield. It's hard to blame them, but it's also, it's hard to overcome.
Yeah, I mean, Florida coming into this game was #1 in the SEC in turnover margin, and they showed it tonight. Us coming into this game, we were the worst in the league at turning the ball over. And we, starting with me, we certainly got to be better about that. And they were bang-bang plays. It's hard to hard to argue with the effort that our guys are playing with on those plays. They made some nice hits on them, and the ball came out. But I told the team in the locker room, Todd, like I'm proud of them. Like, they never once in the second half did I feel like we weren't playing with effort. Now we got to coach better and we got to play better, but we competed and kept fighting throughout that game.
I know you give Florida credit. They look very good tonight too. They took advantage, and they've got a good football team that's gotten better from the beginning of the season. We're all recognizing that, by the way. Coach, our Prisma Health Injury Report before the game, it had a glaring spot on it with our 2 top running backs out in Lloyd and CBS, and it didn't get much better throughout the ball game. Some guys were nicked up. Some of them came back. What's the status on our Prisma Health Injury Report?
Yeah, obviously not having Marshawn and not having CBS tonight is not ideal, but we got confidence in Juju McDowell and Jaheim to play running back tonight. I'm optimistic we'll get both those running backs back next week. And then as far as injuries throughout the game, I don't think anything serious. Most of the guys that went out came back, and hopefully as we get back to Columbia and get a full report on Sunday, we'll have good news.
The action came from Gainesville. When we come back, we'll have some highlights on Gamecock football from Coach Beamer and Learfield. Welcome back, Florida Field, in a crazy hot November day. Let's go to first half highlights.
Yeah, awesome environment in the swamp, and we knew we were going to get the quarterback run game, and there it is. This is disappointing. It's 3rd and 10. We got a chance to get off the field, and then they were able to win a one-on-one out there on the outside, and give them credit. Here we misfit a gap, and we're not where we need to be, and that's what can happen, Todd, is just the explosive runs. They were #2 in the country coming into this game in yards per carry offensively, and they showed it on that first drive. Here's a 3rd down and long, and Jaheim popped open early. Spencer got it to him. We got a punt. We give it right back to him. And then they're able to hit an explosive pass downfield on us here in the red zone. Nice play by him, stepping up in the pocket. And then, Nick's right there, and their guy goes up and makes a nice play. 3rd and long situation right here. Good throw and catch by Spencer and Josh to go get the first down. And now we're moving, but then we kind of go backwards, and it's 3rd and long. We get beat a little bit on the edge. I had a chance to make a play right there and weren't able to come down with it. Punt it back to them, hoping we can get a stop, and then here's an explosive run again, a long touchdown. And that's first quarter, and we got 2 minutes left in the first quarter, and we're down 21-0. Good effort by Cam, trying to get him on the ground right there. Here we go with Jaheim. It's good to see him get downhill and get an explosive run. You see Jalen Brooks down there blocking. 3rd down play right here, and hand it off to Jaheim for our first down run, and we're kind of where we need to be. 3rd and 9 play right here. Spencer steps up in the pocket, gets a little bit of pressure, and gets hit. Get it back to him, trying to get a stop here again, and another explosive run.
Hold them to a field goal.
Hold them to a field goal. Kept it a 3-score game, and just wanted to keep hanging in there. Here's a little perimeter play. Their does a nice job coming off a block and making a tackle. 3rd down play right here. Spencer steps up right there and runs. Nice job making a guy miss and getting a first down right there. And we're in business. A little DK action at quarterback right there. And good to see him, running up in there. Third down play, and they run us down from the backside. Brings up the fourth down, and great job right there. Play, fake punt we've been working for about a month now, and got the look that we wanted. And great job by DK getting it in the end zone and scoring. Tried a little 2-point conversion right here, and they did a nice job of defending it.
So we go into half 24-6, Coach, but you got some momentum back with the fake punt. At that point, though, they're averaging about 7 yards a carry. That seemed to be the glaring thing that was going to be problematic going to the second half.
Yeah, had to stop the run. Yeah. But we were getting the ball first offensively. Felt like we could go down there and get points and make it a 2-score game. And that was the plan. Just keep hanging in there, get it to the fourth quarter. And obviously we didn't start the third quarter like we needed to.
Gamecocks had deferred first half at the coin toss. They're going to get the football. It does not go well. Let's go back out to Ben Hill Griffin Stadium.
Yeah, first play, kicked the ball out there on the perimeter on that one, and their guy does a good job coming out there and knocking that ball out. And we put our defense in a tough position, but, give those guys credit. Second and long, we get a play right there, and then nice job right there. We get in there and get pressure and block that field goal. So heck of a job our defense standing up right there in a tough situation. Hand the ball in there to Jaheim, and looks like they did a good job, obviously, of ripping it out. A little, pop pass there to their tight end as well. Another one, bang play. Their guy does a nice job of putting his helmet right on the ball, and the ball comes out.
That's 3 turnovers in 4 plays. Really tough. All of them in your side of the territory.
Yep, absolutely. But credit our defense again. They went out there. It's 3rd down and 7, and they get a stop, get a bad operation right there on the field goal, and here we go. So good job by DK right there, running for positive yardage on a first down. It's still we're midway through the third quarter. We're right where I shouldn't say right where we need to be, but we're in the game. If we can just go down here and get some points, another first down. Too many 3rd and longs. We ran the screen right here, Todd. I'm getting ready to go for it on 4th down if we can just pick up some positive yardage on 3rd down. That's why we ran the screen, and we got 3 yards and ended up punting because of it. Just too long to go for at that point. Felt like we could make some plays with our pump pressure unit right there, and we did. Heck of an individual effort by Van. You see the blocking downfield by our guys. You see Jalen Brooks, Debo, those guys, AB doing a nice job. We get 15 yards tacked on. And then we got to be able to finish drives and get in the end zone. They did a nice job right there. We got in big people trying to sell the run, and then we bring up a 4th down play right here. Same play we threw against Kentucky that Jaheim caught, and a little high, and we weren't able to come down with it. Another 3rd and 6, we get another stop. Now we're backed up, field position. We didn't do a good job, obviously, of winning that, and just get it to the fourth quarter, 4th and 9. Just too far to go at that point, felt like, and kick it back to them, see if we can get a stop and get going in the fourth quarter. And 4th down, they go for it. Nice play by them, getting their ball, sneaking him out. They obviously did that a couple times tonight as well, and then good tough running by their guy right there. 3rd and 28. That's our first problem right there. You can't be in 3rd and 28 when we're backed up. Had a couple tough penalties in those backed up situations as well that can't happen with some illegal formations and penalties. Finally got a turnover on our team. Too late. They do a good job protecting the football, and they showed it tonight.
And that's the way it ends in Florida, 38-6. The Gators beat the Gamecocks, and Coach, you mentioned the penalties, 11 again tonight. Again, some effort plays, and sometimes felt like I was a little worried that the team felt tired or looked tired occasionally tonight. I know there's a lot of starters not coming out of the ball game.
Yeah, we said going into this game, Todd, that if our defense had to play 80 plays, it was going to be tough sledding, and I think they had 79 tonight. Florida did. So our defense was out there way too much. Offense wasn't out there enough. Certainly, we've got to continue to develop depth on our football team. We had some guys out in the secondary. We had a little bit of a flu deal that came through the team this week, and that's not an excuse. We had a full arsenal tonight other than our 2 running backs, but something we've got to look at, and certainly got to start with more energy and better execution than what we started the game with tonight.
Well, on our Terminex Pest Player of the Game, we're always looking for bright spots, and as usual, there's one in the Gamecocks, and DeCarrion Joyner, Coach, gets it tonight. He made plays in several different phases.
Yeah, he did. Proud of him. Great leader for us. He was a captain for us tonight. Continues to do a great job on special teams, playing some quarterback, caught a fake punt for a touchdown. Just a really, really, really good football player.
Yeah, DK had 2 catches for 73 yards and a touchdown, 2 rushes for 17 yards. Congratulations, our Terminex Pest Player of the Game. We'll be back on Gamecock Football with Coach Beamer from Learfield. We're always looking for playmakers, so we usually get them from the wide receiver room. We had a chance to sit down with Coach Stepp.
Welcome back to another edition of Gamecock's Film Room. I'm Dakota Watson with Gamecocks Plus. I've got the wide receiver coach here at the University of South Carolina, Coach Justin Stepp. And Coach, we appreciate you taking a little time out here today and talking a little ball.
Yeah, man, it's good to get a break and go back and look at some highlights for sure.
That's what we'll do. And first off, congrats on a big win. We had a pretty good game through the air as well, so I know you're probably happy this week.
Yeah, this guys played well. The timing was there. We've worked really hard to get better at that, so it was good to see it all come to fruition on Saturday night.
And a couple big plays, some playmakers made some one-on-one plays that we'll talk about here as well. But I know we're going to look at all these touchdowns, and you want to show off a little bit of blocking too. It's a big part we don't want to forget about.
Yeah, we're actually going to start this thing off with blocking.
There
So we talk in our room, you got to block for the rock, man, and it's something we take a lot of pride in. And just an easy way to have a run. You know, we could run it or we could throw it here. And we talk about all the time, man, when guys get the ball out on the perimeter, if we're blocking, man, and you know, you always want guys to be able to catch the ball and not have to worry about your block, right? And especially if it's a running back or a tight end. But when it's one of our guys, we throw it. We motion Juice right here and throw it out to him on the perimeter and put him one-on-one in space. He makes one miss, and you'll see Jalen Brooks up top, man, running his guy off. Like we talk all the time about no difference in a run and a pass. Like if I'm playing defense right here, I can't tell if AB's running a route or if JB's running a route or if he's blocking, right? So AB's got his guy completely off the screen. JB's guy's 20 yards from the ball, and then he gets a knockdown. I mean, just completely, you know, Debo's that guy right there and puts him on the ground and then goes and gets back on him. That's just taking a ton of pride in your job and being a team guy and blocking for your buddy back here with the ball.
Let's talk about blocking and when you decide to either do a runoff route or when you decide to just kind of man up and break down and try to block. Is there a play, like on certain plays, do you do that? Or is it just up to where they're lined up, or how do you decide?
A lot of it depends on the coverage. If we have man coverage, and some of it is play specific, but a lot of it has to do with the coverage. If we have man coverage, we can run off. But eventually, you know, guys, you know, there's about a 4 to 5 second count there that eventually guys get their eyes back. So like in this case, JB could probably just keep running that guy off, but he looks like he kind of gets his eyes back, and as soon as that guy tries to turn and stay square, JB just, you know, knocks him down. So and what I love is that he goes and gets back on him too. So being physical out on the edge, man, it's blocking is a mindset. And it's something that our guys take a ton of pride in. And we were talking about it yesterday. They do it so often that when they don't do it, it sticks out like a sore thumb. So that's what you want. Get into a blitz look here and run a twist that we pass it off. Spencer does a good job keeping his eyes down the field the whole time. He knows. I mean, we hit that several times in practice, so he's waiting for it to get there, and Juice gets to the spot. So. That's the way it's supposed to look.
Yeah, in that angle you can tell too. He just did a great job of settling in right in the middle of the field.
Yep.
All right, what you got next?
So this is the first touchdown of the game here. You know, wanted to be aggressive. Coach Sapp, you know, was one of the things he talked about. He wanted the players to be aggressive. He wanted us to be aggressive as coaches. You know, the whole reason why this play is open is we do a lot of this action with Nate Atkins and out of the personnel that we're in with the run action, so it gets these guys down. Again, you know, everybody talks about the touchdown Josh Van had and all that, and there are so many occupy routes that Jalen Brooks runs here in a second on the next one, and Josh Van runs right here to grab this guy. Now, if this safety was to cut him loose, we'd have a touchdown to Josh. But he does a great job of occupying the safety, okay, being a team guy. And then Xavier Legette does a great job of stepping on this guy's toes. This guy's flat-footed, and the only thing he can do right here is grab him. Xavier does a great job of fighting through contact. Spence puts it right on the money. I mean, that's absolutely perfect. Drops it right over that guy. We have a chance to get a good foot down right there and score a big touchdown. This is early in the game. You know, so this is a great way to start it off.
Absolutely dime, in my opinion. He puts it right on the money. Even's leaving, is that what you always say, right? About getting on his toes?
Yeah, you know, in this one right here, he's got to go, right? There's some of the time, if it's even, I'm leaving. If he's back and I feel like I can't run past him, I can stop. But on this one, it's definitely he's got to go. And we talked about it. These guys played a little bit of catch technique, right? They just tried to sit back at the sticks and try to catch you. And Xavier does a great job running through contact. Man, he's so big and so powerful. I mean, he's 220 and runs like a deer. So, I mean, it was good to see him go make this play and continue to build confidence. But again, it all happens. It's an unbelievable throw by Spence. Great play action. I mean, you can see Spence has got plenty of time, right? We get a little bit of pressure right there at the end, but Josh does a great job of running through the safety and pulling this guy away from Xavier, and Xavier does a great job of going to make a play, and Spence puts it right on the money.
Kai Kroger, he does want to throw it, and he's got the Kerryon Joyner wide open at the 30, 25, cut back at the 15, 10, 5, touchdown Carolina. That's our Sainsbury Eye Center. Did you see that play, Coach? You had it on Florida's side of the field. We needed some energy, and you came up with it again in your special team.
Yeah, I knew coming into the game we were going to have to try and steal a possession somehow, and something we've been repping here for about a month, and got the look that we wanted and ran it, and great job our entire punt team executing, not just to throw and catch it, but to get it to the end zone and score.
Kai Kroger now 5 of 6 in his career with 2 touchdown passes. DK with a great run after the catch. That's our Sainsbury Eye Center. Did you see that play? We'll be back looking ahead to Tennessee when we come back on Gamecock Football with Coach Beamer from Learfield. Coach, all we know to do, as staff, as fans, as everybody else, is you reset and get back to work. We certainly have a big challenge next weekend at Williams-Brice Stadium. A night game, but Tennessee's in town with their high-powered offense. I think they scored 66 against Missouri today. And your thoughts, how you get this team regrouped and get ready to go?
Yeah, you know, I mean, I told the team in the locker room that I didn't find out anything tonight. I know what kind of group of men we have in that locker room and the fighters. I mean, they competed that entire game and obviously did not go the way we wanted tonight, to say the least. But what more could our guys want than coming back home to Williams-Brice Stadium at night against a nationally ranked SEC rival coming to town. So I know it's going to be an electric environment. We got to get a whole lot better than what we were tonight, coaches and players, and we're going to go right back to work on Sunday and get ready to put a better performance on the field Saturday night than what we did tonight.
Toyota keys to the game. Toyota lets go places. Coach, we don't go places necessarily without Marshawn Lloyd and CBS in the backfield as well. We did so a week ago, but that's tough order. What do you think about their health and their ability to come back next week?
Yeah, I feel good. You know, Marshawn actually made some progress this week and actually practiced and felt like he'd be okay. He just didn't progress like we wanted, but need a full group of guys back, offense and defense, to go play Tennessee, and I know those guys will give it everything they got to get healthy.
It's a great challenge next week and an opportunity for the Gamecocks, who sit at 6-4 on the season. The Volunteers will be in. Listen to the Gamecock Sports Network to find out the exact time, but you'll be there at Williams-Brice Stadium. So will we. We hope you're with us next week as well on Gamecock Football with Coach Beamer from Learfield.
This has been an exclusive presentation from Learfield.